Okay, continuing on with bearings. Okay, let's talk about more about bearings. I kind of felt like I rushed through that. So, first of all, bearings always have 3 numbers, so that's important, along with degrees. So if it's, in the previous example, it was 75 degrees, you'd write 75, but with a 0 in front. Bearings always have to have 3 numbers. If it already has 3 numbers, then you're good. You're fine. You don't have to add a 4th one like that. You just have to have 3 numbers. So, that's key. Margot and Jinging should remember this from last year. We taught bearings pretty thoroughly. But anytime you're doing a bearing, let's say you're doing a bearing, you always want to start with this northeast, south, and west. Last year I talked about just doing the North Pole. Really, you just need the North Pole, but a lot of students find it useful to go ahead and draw the east and west pole there as well. It can be helpful, but sometimes it gets in the way. You don't have to have it. The key is you have to have that North Pole. There goes one of my kitty cats. Oh, you can't see him. He's not quite high enough. But anyway, so let's say you wanted to do bearing of 240 degrees. You always start at the North Pole, and it can be anywhere along this north. It can be here, 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 anywhere along this North Pole. It really doesn't matter. To each his own. I always kind of start kind of in the middle to the upper part just to give myself space. But sometimes I start lower. It depends on what I want to do. Obviously, this is going to be too high because you're going to go like, I guess you could do that. But anyway, you can start wherever you want along this pole, anywhere along this pole. Starting at this intersection point, anywhere north of this intersection point, you're good. So, for doing your bearing. So, you're just going to go